happy Halloween, friends, or we're gonna have some fun. So, I'm really hitting on the heal your inner child thing lately. So I feel like I'm supposed to do this with you together. It's been a long time since I've really stopped and carved a pumpkin. My daughter's definitely older now. She carves her own pumpkins. I started off with in my kind of healing process. I'm always working to be a better version of myself, and I started off with pigtails, and they ended up being almost like a queen or a princess feeling. And I thought, yeah, when I was a little girl, I always loved dressing up like a queen or a princess. I always felt like the queen of my kingdom with all of my little stuffed animals, and they'd listen to me ramble and everything else. So anyways, tonight I'm the queen because that's what my inner child wants to be. So it's interesting. I've got a lot of, I'm ordained with my grandmother's pearls and some jewelry along with my little witchy earrings because, well, that's the kid in me that just has to do everything a little different. And I wouldn't change a single thing. If you've always been different, there's a reason. So, embrace that difference. You're in a time in the world where difference is so, it's superb. You want to be different, okay? All right, so we're going to be carving a pumpkin together. It's going to get messy. We're going to make mistakes and have fun, and that's what I love the most. And a queen is okay with getting her hands dirty because in my world, I'm the queen of let's make some messes and have some fun. I will wear an apron, though, because I know this is going to get really gooey. And, well, I've got to clean up afterward. So, if you haven't carved your own pumpkin, or you don't have a pumpkin, or if you carved a pumpkin and you just want to come join me in making another mess, let's do this together. Let's see, we've got some sharp knives. Hopefully we're safe with those. My intuition told me to grab some beads and some candy corn. I don't know, that's what's out there. The kitties will be coming soon to get their treats, so let's get at it. Big boy. Why did I have to have the biggest one? I'm not sure. I like to donate them to wildlife sanctuaries after, like the bears absolutely love pumpkin. There's a lot of animals that will eat the pumpkin after if we don't mutilate it too badly, so I like to kind of keep in mind that some living creature is going to want to chew on a slider, so I try to keep it with natural things and not demolish it. I don't like to waste. All right, I remember we had to have the lid first, right? We have to be, I believe you put it on an angle first so that it sets and doesn't fall back in. Let's choose our weapons. This one looks good. Cut away from yourself. That always plays in my mind because that was drilled in my head when I was a kid. Cut away from yourself. Oh, wow, it might take anybody got a chainsaw? Maybe something that, I would have loved to have brought my oscillating saw. Oh well, we're gonna do this old-fashioned way, I guess. Wow, I wouldn't want to be anywhere close to me right now. Kind of out of control with this knife. Let's test this one. You don't know until you try, right? Well, that's a little easier. I like that. Well, wait, no, okay. It's okay if it's not perfect. When did we ever start adopting this policy that everything had to be perfect? Talk about suck the joy out of things, and you know what? There's so much, my daughter's grown up, and luckily she's kept her childlike innocence and fun side, and she brought into into my life a wonderful son-in-law who's like the son I always wanted, and he's the same, and we just have so much fun together. But you can learn so much from children. It's just crazy how we some people put themselves on this pedestal that once you're the oldest, you must be the one with the most intelligence or wisdom, but experience maybe, but the wisdom, they're so much closer to the land of divinity than, remember, they're fresher out of it. They've got stuff to teach us before they get programmed and everything else by society. So what are they trying to tell you? What are they trying to say? What is their imagination telling you that they're sharing? Because, it's imagination that helps us to manifest. If you don't have an imagination, good luck manifesting. You're just going to go on default and keep replaying the events you've already played, only recycling them into another appearance of something else. They're just going to keep replaying. And it's like these people go, this never changes, it's always the same. Well, break into some imagination. That's your divine influence. The imagination is what you're tapping into. It's there for you to play. You remember being a kid, like what kind of stuff did you create in your mind, right? I remember riding around on my white horse that didn't even exist, but the sound of me galloping was the sound of the hooves hitting the ground, and the faster I'd run, the faster my horse and I would go, and things like that. When did that change? When did that stop? When did it become abnormal? Like in school, stop daydreaming, pay attention to what I'm trying to program you, right? You catching that? No, let them daydream and remember what it is to be a child and to daydream, because that's what you're creating your palace, your kingdom. Who's in your kingdom? What are you wearing? How many people are there? And look at your daydreams, because they're creating your reality. You think I'm full of it, give it a go. Try it for a week. Okay? Anything you can possibly imagine is your reality, and we've been forced to believe we're limited. Well, we are if we go on default, because we're limited to what yesterday was or a month ago was. And we're very limited by what we can see on TV. So it's always coming, here's what you're going to imagine, here's the world. No, not true. Look at this. Oh, I just love getting into this. Like, oh man, I remember being a kid and the feeling of the seeds and the goo. If you are faint at heart, or if you're so deeply programmed that you don't believe getting messy like this, or the feeling of this is good for you, you might want to scroll on, because those of you who want to remember what it is and what it was to be that child that just loved thinking, it's brains, I don't know, whatever it is that we used to think and play. I used to have more fun getting the seeds out. And I remember being a child and my mom helping me pick all the goo off the seeds, and we put it on cookie sheets in the oven, and we would bake them. Man, they were good. They were chewy and some of them were burnt, but they were good because we bonded and we had this fun, and we picked all the seeds out and rinsed them all off, and waiting and watching with the light on in the oven to see if they were done yet. And the smell, it smelled like happiness. Okay? How many happiness smells do you have, or that you've created in your life, where every time you smell that, it just smells like happy? Look at this. This is great. Wow. This could take a bit. I better speed it up, because I know sometimes I get running on. But I gotta tell you, this is fun. Now I'm gonna have to roast these seeds. And that in nature, one of the most healthiest snacks is pumpkin seeds. Yeah, pumpkin seeds, because they actually detox a lot of the parasites and crap out of you. Like, they really cleanse your body. And maybe you haven't reached that point yet in your life, but they also taste good, right? And they're crunchy. So, they're better than a chocolate bar, dare I say. Even better than a coffee crisp. Hey? No, you're right. Okay, I can't sell you on that one. All right, but they are really good, and they're good for you. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a spoon here, because it's under my nails. It's in there good. Scrapey. There's gonna be a lot of stringy stuff going on. I once heard somebody used a mixer set, the little beater bars, and it pulls it all up in one swoop. But it kind of sucks the fun out of it, I think. If you're not in there getting your hands in, and it's drying halfway up your arm, you're not getting that happiness memory of the excitement. Because when we were doing our pumpkins, often it meant that was the night, or at least the next night, that we got to dress up as anything we wanted. We got to be who we wanted. You know, kind of sad in a way that once a year we get to be what we want. And from my understanding on Halloween, that this is a huge night for all of you, okay? It's not just about the kiddies going out and getting too much sugar and, you know, feeling nauseous for part of the night. It's about you need to show up as your authentic self. Oh man, that's huge. This is the night, okay? No matter what, if you don't feel like going out, if you feel like sitting and crying for any reason, do it, because this you're setting the intention for the time ahead. This is the night, okay, of how you show up in the world. And you're kind of being watched, like not in a creepy way, but in a very guardian angel kind of way. They need to see who you are authentically, okay? So you need to show up exactly as you feel like showing up or not showing up. This is huge. If you want to say no to something, say no to something. If you want to say yes to something and no one else does, say yes. Be what you want to be tonight, because you're showing life that you can show up for yourself most authentically, and to advocate for yourself. This is huge. This is the night, okay? While the kids are off having fun and doing their thing, this is what we're supposed to be doing, if there's a supposed to be doing. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up, okay? You need to do what you feel feels the best in you, within you. Shine it, okay? If you want to dress up as a princess and you're 89 years old, dress up as a princess. Even if no one's coming around, dress up as a princess. Whatever it is that who you are on the deepest, most honest version of yourself, tonight's the night, because the great creator is watching and wants to see how you want to be treated for the years to come. Okay, this is a biggie. For the years to come, do you want to be noted as the person who says yes when they mean no? Don't really want to, but I'm going to anyway. Do you want to be how do you want others to treat you? That's how you need to treat yourself. Yes, okay, that's what I was. Thank you, Spirit. Was having a hard time tapping into that one. But yeah, you need to be authentically you. And be the one also. Don't be afraid to be the one to advocate for the people and the kids that they want to do something and everybody's kind of shunning them or like picking on them or disagreeing. And you know what I mean? Like, if a child wants to do something, even if it might bring shame to the family because, oh my gosh, we don't want to appear to be that way. You know, they want to wear their Grover costume to this fine dining. Yeah, I know, I understand. It's like the true test, but maybe they want to do it for a reason, and maybe that special dinner or, you know, that gathering, it'll just come and go in your mind. It'll just be something that, oh good, my kids appeared to be on their best behavior. But what about how much it'll stand out when you're the one person who stands up and says and defends them and advocates for them? Yes, I know it's a little different than everybody else right now, but little Johnny wanted to be Grover tonight, so we're going to be Grover tonight, and everybody would laugh and understand that, hey, you know what? You're not such a bad parent. You're letting them be themselves and explore. It's not always going to match what we want or what we want to do, okay? And that doesn't make us, that doesn't make our children any less. They're showing us something. They're showing us how to show up the way that you want without worrying about judgment. Okay, wow. I think I got quite a bit of the stuff out of there. Moving right on. Okay. Moving right on. Where's Mr. Happy Face is going to go here, I guess? I don't really, I'm going to shave this off because, well, you know, we don't want to start any fires out on the front porch. I'm going to shave that off. That's something else that the animals would love to eat. Love. And remember, a lot of the bears are beefing up right now. They've got to have a certain percentage of fat, body mass, especially the females. They won't be able to go, like, carry their young, go through a pregnancy unless they have a certain amount of body mass. That's why they're running around pigging out and everybody's going, shoot the bears. I'm going, let them be, let them do their thing, okay? We've definitely encroached on their world that we share with them. So anyways, yeah, pumpkins for the bears and the sanctuaries and the other animals, definitely. Why would we just want to throw it out? So I think I'm feeling really happy. I know everybody goes, it's supposed to be scary. No, my face is going to be happy, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. My hands are way back here, by the way. Did I just give you the willies? I gave me the willies for a second. Okay, yeah, we're going to have triangle eyes, I think. I don't know. That knife's not doing it. Isn't this fun? You just like have all kinds of tools to play with. See what works. I'm fudging my way through it. Oh, look, that's perfect. A perfect little triangle. I don't think you can mess up a triangle, right? I mean, not really. But even if I did, I'd be okay with it. You know what the fun part is? Is trying to get them the same when you're working with two things. It's like life when you're trying to find balance, right? Because it's easy to do the one thing, easy to do one, but you want to try to match that up. It's like nothing in life seems to be, it's like people, you're not meant to be just like the other. So if I cannot find the exact balance, I'm going to be okay with it and I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to be a perfectionist, but I feel like I'm feeling pretty balanced right now. I feel like, you know, like the yin yang, the female, feminine, and masculine side. I'm pretty balanced. For a long time, I was the man and woman in most of my relationships. And I probably ended up being a little intimidating to some people because I had to be. I had to be the one who did the all of the sides of it. Okay? I couldn't be my feminine little princess self because I had to be the one lifting the heavy stuff. I had to be the one on the end of the tools. I didn't have to be, but I chose that for myself because I let them, right? It's all what you allow. If you learn, when you learn to love yourself, really love yourself, and set boundaries and say, you know what, if you don't match what I'm after, bummer to be you. I don't care how rich you are, how gorgeous you are. None of that matters. At the end of the day, it's going to have a whole lot to do with how you show up for yourself. And that's going to command respect. And you'll find that the people that are, we'll call them bottom feeders, I don't know, low vibrational, they won't show up because they know they don't fit in, they don't respect themselves, so they don't respect you. Okay, these are way off. They're not perfect. Maybe he's got something in his eye. Like I took myself to dinner last night. Yeah, I did that. And I was getting some fish and chips and I sat there all by myself and came with a lemon slice and I thought I was being all regal, you know, I'm gonna squirt some lemon on my fish and no, it squirted right in my eye. I'm not even kidding. And on the inside, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, what are the odds? And, you know, so when my eyes might have looked a little bit kind of cockeyed. And then the more I squinted and tried to blink it out, the more I laughed. And I thought, I hope someone did see that because that was so authentically me. If there was a chance in a million and that I was trying to show up for myself and be my best self, but it just reminded me, hey, we're all human at the end of the day. I think almost everybody's had like lemon juice or something in their eye and it's like, all I could do was laugh. And then after I started laughing, it's like the lemon worked itself out and then I enjoyed my meal. Yes, I did. It was fantastic. Okay, we got those, boy, talking lots. Let's try a new tool. I want to see how this one works. We're gonna have to have a happy face on mine. I definitely feel like it's happy because I'm always happy. I gotta be happy. Why would I want to be anything else? I mean, even when the crap hits the fan, I'd rather be happy through it. It's kind of like everybody that complains about the price of food is atrocious and they just keep reiterating that in their head over and over and then they wonder why it keeps getting more and more expensive. When I go shopping, hey, whatever I spend, I spend. This is what I need to survive. But I'm going to make it the most memorable, fun experience because, hey, this is my night out. If it's going to cost me $160 to pick up a few things, that money's going to go a long way because I'm going to joke around with people in the lineup. I'm going to have fun picking out my fruit. I'm going to laugh at the weird squash that has a face on it. Like, yeah, that's, you know what, I get the most bang for my buck because I live to the fullest, okay? My chores are actually fun. I know that sounds a little weird, but you might want to try it. It's actually pretty cool. Getting the most out of everything. If you're going to spend the energy, money, or time anyways, why not? Why not? Have some fun with it. Make it yours. All right, going in for the big grin here. I don't know how big his grin's gonna be. Oh yeah, we need a bigger grin than that. Let's go deep. He's got like so much laughter inside, just can't wait to get out. All the kitties are gonna be like, oh, that's a happy house. Because it's true, it's a happy house. Everything I put into this house is made with love. A little blood, sweat, and tears, but definitely some love. Aw, you look so cute, oh my goodness. You know, the animals are gonna be like, I definitely want a bite out of that because it looks so yummy. Okay, who didn't bring a smaller knife? That's okay. And let's improvise. We're gonna use a spoon to get the little hairs off of his teeth because he's got some coleslaw stuck in his teeth. There we go, buddy. Let's get you. We'll show you. You can just show up as your best self. This little guy only gets a little bit at a time to shine, so we want him to be happy. All right, what do we got? We got a grin. It's gonna turn out way better when I stick a candle in it. If you're still with me, hang on, guys. Come on, this is gonna be good. You know this is gonna be awesome. Okay, so get the hair out of his teeth because that's uncomfortable, right? And you know, Mr. Pumpkin, I just want to thank you. I know you spent the entire season growing so perfectly with all of these adorable little bumps and gouges and little, you know, like little, what do you call them, war wounds from some of the stuff you've been through, and you are perfect, and I appreciate you. Okay, more bear food here. Wow, you are big and full of fun in here. Okay, I'm not going to get too wild with it because whatever it is, right? Gosh, that could be some great hair, but on this guy, but we'll leave it as it is. Okay, I've got some toothpicks, and now I think I know why I brought those. Whoa, pumpkin hands, yeah. Oh yeah, this feels like my childhood. There's goo everywhere. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get my candy corn. I don't know what. Oh, okay, not like that. I'm gonna have to eat that one. Nothing like candy corn covered with pumpkin guts. But I'm gonna poke the end. No. Okay, they were gonna be his teeth, I thought, but that's not what's happening. And I did also bring some beads. So I'm gonna put a toothpick in, and I'm just gonna stick it in there. Now, before you give the pumpkin to an animal or donate it, make sure all the weird stuff's taken out, like toothpicks and things. Not cool. We are here to help, not hinder or harm in life. Okay, that should hold a couple beads on. Oh, this is so gooey. This is great. You know what? I feel like I'm going to put the sharp part of the toothpick on the inside because I don't know. I just want to make sure that no little kitties go up and poke them or something and poke their fingers. Maybe that's a little overprotective, but we've got to take care of our kids. That's our sole purpose, isn't it? To take care of the kids that are going to create our world, that are creating our world now. Wow, yeah. Like, you know, it's funny. I always thought, you know, to be a good mom, you know, I really, like, at first, it was like making a job out of it. You know, teach them right from wrong and all these things. And at the end of the day, our main job is to keep them safe, fed, sheltered, and aware, and teach them enough that they can kind of meld in with this world. But at the end of the day, they raise themselves. They're so much wiser. They'll tell you when they're hungry. It's not a big job. Hey, I'm hungry. Okay, we feed you, we clothe you, we shelter you, we keep you warm and safe and dry and clean, and like we don't have to interfere. If they have something they want to do or something, if it's safe and doesn't hurt anybody, they're showing up telling you, this is what I need. Okay? Remember when they were babies and it's like, why can't you just hold up a sign and tell me why you're crying and what you need? Well, they try to do that as they age, and then we go, no, that's not what you need. This is better. This is the way it's going to be. Oh my goodness, this guy's so cute. Let's light him up, okay? Did anybody bring a match? Oh, I got a match. Okay. See how creation is just like so messy, and I love that. It's so worth cleaning up after because it's fun. I love the mess. The mess just reeks of happiness. How do you get in the matches here? Is there a secret? Oh, they tape them because, you know, well, they might have known that maybe I dumped them all over on my way from the store. I don't know. I just need one though. One's good. I have faith I'll be able to figure it out. Look at this. I'll figure it out. More mess. Woo! Party at my house. Ooh, pumpkin guts. Okay. All right, my little guy. It's your turn to shine, shine. It's your turn to shine. Oh, this is going to be magical. Oh, yes. He gets to be his total, authentic, happy self now. He gets to shine his authenticity. He's not going to show up as anything other than himself, which is so cool. This is all we need to do, guys. Show up as ourselves. Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween. Big hugs. Hugs to all. Live your best self. Be your true self. Go out there and shine. Shine, guys.